my story does begin me looking at other people when I was younger, maybe like year 7-ish, year 8. When I used to go in the change room, I used to have a bit of a belly, still do a little bit. I used to see people and think, rah, I really wanted a 6-pack. And that was basically where it started. Always wanting a 6-pack, always wanting a 6-pack. As you can see, I'm not really there yet, but that's a different story. I always looked at other people. I was a little bit chubbier when I was younger. So yeah, that's something I always wanted, but I never really took action in those days. Yeah, I went to like some sports like rugby and football and stuff like that, but I never really took gym seriously. Obviously, when you're that young, you're not even supposed to be going gym, I don't think. And then when I went to secondary school, when I was in the changing rooms, I saw everyone else's body and all of that, I was thinking, right, I really want this now. Do you know what I mean? This is actually something I want. You see your friends and that, they have it, and you're just like, oh, look, that could be me. I want that body. Why is it not me? Yeah? I like to think that I got to a decent stage right now, and I just wanted to tell you how I went from being this kid, like chubby kid and skinny kid, to where I am now. I think this might resonate with some people, so yeah, this is my story. So obviously I've grown up now, so I feel like my body grew, so the fat kind of proportioned a little bit, if you know what I mean, like, because I went up, the fat just went up with it, so I like kind of lost weight, so I became like skinny now. So that was a weird transition. Even though I always felt like I was either fat or skinny, we had a school gym in my gym. So long story short, one of my friends could do what I could do in bench press with one hand, and I was just like, nah. I was like, this can't be me. I was always stronger in legs, but you know, no one really cares about legs like that when you're that age. Do you know what I mean? It's always about upper body, how you're built, how strong you are. Your legs are never really, unless you're doing rugby every single day. That was one of the turning points for me, where I was just like, nah, this can't be me. Like, I can't be that guy, man. Man's lacking. From that moment on, went home, I just thought to myself, I need to do something. So I got on YouTube, you know, looking at ab videos and all of that. And then once upon a time, my dad brings home this equipment right here. That squat rack we didn't have, that's new, but we had these same weights. So what I did was start with these small weights, 6.5 kg. Also, there's a smaller one over here. Started with like 4 kg, 6.5 kg, and I'm saying like, obviously now that's nothing. The bar itself weighs nothing. This is what I started with, and these were humble beginnings, yeah? Basically, this is what I did, yes? Everyone knows what a bench press is, but I'd start and I'd be struggling, I'd be like, and then eventually, obviously, I'll be able to do it easily, you know, throw it in the air, whatever. And you get to the stage where you can do loads and loads and loads. I can't remember how old I was or whatever, but I don't know, like 13 something. This was heavy for me. And I always thought, like, after doing this, I thought hench. You know what I mean? Like, proper hench. Like, eventually, and then it got to the stage where my dad bought some new weights, and it was these exact ones, yeah? Yeah, these are heavier weights. They say 25. When they first came, I was like, yes, new weights, yeah, I want to get hench. I'm gonna get hench. I got to it, and I tell you, those ones, those 4.5 kgs were easy. I realized, like, I've opened to a whole new realm now, because these were heavy. Like, even just holding one in your hand for a little while, it was heavy, innit? All it came down to, really, I was only able to do one, put it down, have like a 10-second break, have like a minute break, and then do another one. And obviously I'm faking, like, struggling and all this stuff, but that's how it was. And that's basically my message. That's how I started. Getting a new weight at a time and just struggling to just do one, and then do another one, and then do another, and then that's literally it. And then building it up over time, got to the point where I could do 10 easily. Do you know what I mean? If you want to start, you just got to start, but things are going to be hard. Do you know what I mean? You haven't worked these muscles before. For example, even if you can do one single press, yeah, one single push-up, one single sit-up. If you can do one, you can do another one. You can do another one after that. And then eventually, you get to the stage where you can do loads, you can do loads of sets and loads of reps, and you're flying through it. So eventually, in year 11, someone mentioned going to the gym. This is when the, like, real gym, not like a school gym, I mean like a proper gym. Me and my friend, we go to our leisure centre, and of course, I didn't know nothing about the gym. I didn't know what I was doing. So the way I started was literally just looking at other people and what they were doing, and just copying them. Looked on Google, looked at a proper plan, tried to mix them together, and that was my general thing, and that's what I did for many years, just the same plan, same routine, year after year, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Me and my friend, we went a couple times a week, we're grinding, and then eventually I think my friend didn't want to go to that gym anymore. So then I changed gym from then, and then I started going to a new gym. So when I joined sixth form, my friend, he went to a college, I went to sixth form, and then I went to a new gym, and that's when it was crunch time. And me and my friend Isaac, we basically were going gym like 6 times a week, every single day, grinding. Other than Sunday, every day we're at the gym grinding. I got quite big, I had loads of time then. That's how I failed sixth form. That's how I failed sixth form, because I spent more time at the gym than I did study. Yeah man, sixth form days, grinding, loved it. And it was just fun, 3 hours at the gym every day, probably an hour and a half of that, just messing about, having fun. We had a little thing where one of us would always try and get one more rep than the other person. Yeah, like sneakily, like it was kind of jokes, like would be counting, he'd be like, did you get extra rep in? He'd be like, no, I didn't. I'm like, nah, so I'm gonna have to do extra rep in the next one. And then just went back and forth. The benefits of going with someone is that you have friendly competition. So what does that mean? You want to push yourself to do more and to do better because someone else is there watching you and also competing with you. So if someone's within the same kind of ability as you, you basically just challenging each other, having like a little competition every time you go, being like, nah, if he did that weight, I'm gonna do that weight. Do you know what I mean? If he did this, I'm gonna do that. And it helps you grow together because you don't slack. You have a partner to help you, to spot you, so you don't break your windpipe, as we used to say. Yeah, having that friend there, it just helps you to get more gains, yeah. Get more gains, have more fun, and just enjoy gym. That was when I had more time on my hands, 6 days a week, going every single day, grinding. But nowadays, I try to go 3 times a week, every other day. Even back in the day, legs was always my thing that I didn't want to do anymore, even though I got big legs naturally, and my legs are quite strong. I just didn't really want to do it. I'd prefer to do other things. So nowadays I do legs with my girlfriend on the weekend, so that's something that helps me to keep that on track. So minimum normally 3 times. I was having protein shakes and stuff like that, so that probably helped me get bigger, but it never sat well with me. It would always come out the other end, let's just say that. And then my girlfriend introduced me to like isolated protein powder. It just helps my belly, innit? So I'm back on the protein shakes. I just try to keep fit in general. My work is quite physical, so I've got that, and then I go gym as well, and then I try to do my other hobbies in between. I'm always trying to keep active, always trying to keep busy. My general message to anyone starting with gym is to 1, just get started, which I did another video over here. 2, I would say do a little bit of research of what you're gonna do when you get there. Don't just do any random thing. If you leave your options too open, you're like, oh, should I do a bit of this, should I do a bit of that, and you haven't really done a proper workout. So I would say research what kind of body part you want to start with, maybe something you're more weaker with. You can find loads of free ones online. Look at other people around you. There's always something new to learn. I always learn new things from people. If you're just getting started, go with a friend, motivate each other to go to the gym, have fun. If you want to take it really seriously, you can look into like calorie counting, having a proper balanced diet, like creatine, protein powder, all of that stuff. I'm not really that big in any of that stuff, so that's why I'm not really talking about it. More or less, I eat what my mother makes me. Drink some water and you're good for it. I would also say though, my diet has never been that great. I've always just went to the gym, eating anything I wanted, from cake, ice cream to anything. I did something good, did something bad. And I'm not saying that's the best way, but I always just went, it's my life. I ain't trying to live on some boring life every single day. Calorie counting, don't lose hope. You're gonna start, if you're just starting and you're not really new to the whole gym thing and exercising, you're gonna be on like small weights, struggling. Just make sure you're staying determined, motivated every day, just doing a little bit, even if you just do 5, 10, yeah. Just struggling to get up. You're building up your muscles, you're building them slowly, yeah, you're breaking up the fibers, they're gonna regrow and you're gonna get stronger. That's really it. Subscribe if you found some sort of value from this video. Anyways, in a bit.